Hello YouTube and welcome to another toy review. I managed to get the new NECA Predator series figures. I got Jungle Extraction Dutch and I have the Jungle Hunter Predator. I'm very happy to be able to finally add the Predator figure to my collection. So far I haven't been buying any of these NECA Predator figures because, well, I never really liked the idea of owning a Predator figure without having the possibility to own a Dutch figure too. And when these ones came out, I was really happy to see them, and I think they are terrific and really cool action figures. I had a big dilemma about which of these Dutch figures to buy. I really liked the Jungle Extraction version with the shirt on, as you can see here. And I really like the fact that he has a cigar in his mouth and also the cool accessories. Buying the Predator was a no-brainer, although I'm a bit disappointed that the face mask is not removable. Well, I'm sure the next one, in the next line, they will have a figure with removable face mask, and then I will be really mad about myself that I bought this one, and I would want that one. So anyway, I had a big dilemma which one of these Dutch figures to buy. I really liked the West version that you can see right here, mainly because that was the version that was featured on the movie poster back in the days, and I really liked that one. But then I was thinking that all the detailing is quite nice on the shirted version, and it comes with one more extra accessory, this machete, and I like the fact that he has a cigar in his mouth. So that was basically what made me decide for that figure. But yeah, I was pretty much on the fence because both of them are really cool figures. So I'm going to open this because, let's face it, the packaging is nothing special really, although this packaging shows the Predator with a kind of something like a light up feature, which is apparently not included at all, so it's a bit misleading for me. But yeah, it would have been really cool to have a little laser light up on his visor thingy. But this is also a really cool figure, and this is not a Buzz Lightyear, so you can't expect that. Just really quickly, I want to show the display that I have for my 80s or early 90s movie collection, which I was thinking the Predator figures would fit perfectly nicely here with my Robocop and my Terminator figure. I have the Undertaker in the background, although that is clearly not the 80s Undertaker, but I really like that figure. And there you can see the Danger Girls. I love them, I love the comics and also love the figures. I really like this display stand that they come with. I think it's really nice. My only problem is that they are not removable from the stand, but I will make a different video review about them soon. And here I have my 2000X Masters of the Universe guys, and also my Gears of War Marcus Phoenix. So yeah, as you can see, I will be placing the Predator figures right here. But let's open them up first. And here they are out of packaging. This is a very decent Predator figure. I'm very pleased with it. I can't really compare it to the previous figures because I don't have them, but my friends told me that those don't have the Poseability and the articulation that this one has, but basically this one is just a repainted version of them. I don't really know, I can't prove that. These clothes that you see here, they are retractable, so you can just kind of pull them out like that. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, the helmet is not removable. I really like the hand pose. The accessories that he comes with is basically just this shoulder gun that you kind of have to put together. You have to put this little piece on, and it's really nice. A lot of details on it. I really like the coloring and the paint application. This piece is movable, just like that. You can also turn it around any way you want it. Now, my only problem with this is that it fits on his shoulder quite difficultly. I will show it to you. So, because of the hair that is made out of this soft rubbery plastic, which is really cool, by the way. I love how the hair is done. It's perfect. It's just the way I imagined it. So because of the hair, it's a little bit difficult to put this on, and there's also just a little small peg that holds it here at the shoulder, and the rest you have to just kind of peg in down here. So it stays on, but it also falls off pretty easily. But these are not really playthings. I mean, these are collector's items. Even on the box it says 17 years and up. So I can't really imagine people playing with these things. But anyway, if you play with it a lot, I mean, this piece will fall off all the time. But no biggie. For just posing, it's perfect. I'm not really going into poseability because it's very much the basic that we usually get. I just want to show you the paint applications a little bit closer because it's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love how the skin looks like it's wet, and you have this alien kind of looking skin, and it's really nice. I also love how they hid the joints. You can see that there's this ball joint right here, but it's really well hidden, and I love that. And also I really love the little bones that's hanging in his neck, and this spine piece is absolutely amazing. Also some little skulls here, pretty nice. I love how this piece is at the waist. It's made out of this rubbery plastic. It makes the poseability very easy and nice. Also these metal looking things are really soft plastic, so it's just a breeze to pose this figure, and it holds the poses very well thanks to the big feet, which are also very nice. I just love this figure. Seriously, if you don't have any Predators in your collection and you plan to add some, you can't find a more perfect figure than this one. It's absolutely beautiful. I love all this detailing that comes with it. It's just a wonderfully nicely done figure. I'm very satisfied with it. So here you see Dutch. I really love this figure. A lot of reviews focused on how great the articulation is, and I just don't want to go into details about it because you can just check out the other reviews, and it's pretty well done. The fact that I want to highlight is how really nicely the joints are hidden, just like here or here. Look at this. I love it. It's perfectly hidden. If you move the legs here at the waist, you can kind of see the joints, By the way, the joints are very, very tight. I love that too. But still, they are perfectly well hidden. And that's fantastic. I love it. When the Terminator figures came out, which I also really like, I was thinking that okay, we have limited articulation at the legs, but I was willing to sacrifice articulation because we had this really nicely done leather attire, which really feels like leather, although it's just made of plastic. The paint application and the wash is just perfect. It has this weird joint there that I don't think anyone uses, but you don't have any articulation at the feet or at the knees. But now that I see this Dutch figure, I think they could do the same for Terminator. I mean, give him just this well articulated legs, like on the Dutch figure. I think it's possible, and I really hope that they might do it later. And also somebody mentioned that this is just the perfect figure for customization, because it's just basically, it has the basics of a generic action figure in terms of it's just a commando guy. And yeah, I was thinking the same. Actually, I was even thinking that I could customize a really nice snake figure using the head of this NECA snake and the body of Dutch. I think it would be a really great figure if I could do that. Unfortunately, the head on this figure is not on a ball joint, so I think that would be a problem if I put it on Dutch's body. I think it would just look stupid because it has part of the neck right there, and yeah, so it just swivels like this. But still, the size is great, and the size is okay, and I just hate the static pose of this figure. I would love to have a decent action figure of Snake, and I mean, yeah, there are decent action figures of Snake out there, but they are not really cheap, so I think this would be a really cheap way to make a really cool Snake figure. I don't know, maybe I will buy another Dutch and try to, you know, customize it later. Now, as I mentioned, the poseability is perfect. Look at this pose. I'm not using anything to hold this up. Look, the left foot is not even resting on the ground, but the right foot is so well articulated that it can hold the whole weight of the figure perfectly, and the balance is perfect. So I really love it. So I love the fact that he can hold the weapon in both hands, but still the poseability is good even if you're not putting the two-handed weapon in his hands. So you can pose him with just the knife or just the pistol in his hand, because usually with two-handed figures, just like the Terminator figure that I have, the problem usually is that they only look good in the two-handed pose, and you can't really do anything with them beside that, because the hands are just made that way. So for example, this Terminator figure looks great in this pose, but if I want to pose him in a one-handed, holding the weapon in just one hand, so his hands look kind of silly to me, and basically I usually pose him with holding the weapon in both of his hands, or just something like this. But still you have this one hand that's kind of posed awkwardly, and I don't have this feeling when it comes to Dutch. So I think he looks great with the weapon in both hands, and I think he also looks great with just a one-handed weapon. And that's a really nice addition, and it opens up a lot of different poseability options. But I just noticed some minor problem with it, as I was trying to put him in this CQC position using the smaller knife that he comes with. The smaller knife has a really thin handle, and it just doesn't fit in any of his hands. So this means that he basically cannot hold this smaller knife at all, because it just falls out of his hands. So that's kind of bad, but still no biggie, because we have the bigger knife. But still, yeah, if you want to find one flaw on this figure, I would say it's the little knife that doesn't fit in any of the hands. I wanted to make a quick comparison too with the Terminator figure that I have, and it's really just a size comparison. I think the Terminator is a little bit shorter than Dutch. If I have them stand next to each other like this, maybe the Terminator is a teeny tiny bit shorter than Dutch, but it's not really, well, it's nothing serious, so I wouldn't worry about it really. And just a quick 360 to show you all the details on the figure. I love the face, obviously. The face paint is perfect, it's not too much, it's not too little. I really love how it looks like. I love the cigar. I love that you can put him in this position like he's reaching for his cigar. I think it's very cool, without even holding any weapons. I love the details on the shirt, and again, I really love how the joints are hidden. You can't even see them here. Here at the back he has this softer plastic, which also really well hides the joints. It's really nice. All these accessory parts are kind of like standing loosely, and they are also made out of this softer plastic. It's really easy to sheath the weapons, and they hold them really well. I love the little gloves on him. Also, you can see some grenades, and again, the texture of the shirt is I think it's perfect. And now this is how the NECA section in my collection currently looks like. So I guess if you grew up with these iconic movies like Predator or Terminator or even RoboCop, and the collect action figures, I think you just can't skip these figures, because they are really well done. And the fact that I could create crossover adventures with these figures today is just mind-blowing to me, because I think I would have played with these in the 80s and early 90s like all day long if I had them back then. But still, it's very cool to have them now, and I'm really happy to have them in my collection. And for everybody who likes stuff like that, even if you're not really an action figure geek, I think they look really nice, and they make a really nice impression in your collection. So I definitely recommend you to pick them up if you see them and if you like these movies. Thank you for checking out this review. I will make some more soon. Take care, and bye bye.